Hello, Sunshine Fam. This is the in-between shot of the winter storm that we are expecting. Today is Wednesday, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is snowing a little bit out there. It's like flurries, so maybe once in a while you catch a sight of a few snowflakes in the shot. We are expecting, we are expecting a winter storm. We are under a winter storm warning right now. I'm sorry that I haven't been around much lately. Been busy with work, and unfortunately this past week I have been really sick. So let's start this out right. Hi, Sunshine Fam. My name is Chloe. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button below so you can become a member of the Sunshine Fam. And hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. I really appreciate comments, likes, and shares. Right now I have 288 subscribers, and I would love to do some live streams with you guys, but in order to do that on my phone, I have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm nowhere near that. So I would really appreciate if you could subscribe if you're new, if you could share this with your friends, share my channel with your friends. I do different kinds of videos. Haven't done my series videos in a while because it's winter, obviously, and I've been busy and sick, which is why I haven't done my next presidential highlights video. So, and also watching the video all the way through does help as well. I know some of you only watch the first few minutes and then click the like button and don't watch the whole thing. That does not really help me. So I need you guys to watch my videos all the way through and click the like button, comment, or click the dislike button. I don't care. And of course subscribe, please. So what have I been up to? Well, I've been sick. I know I don't look like I'm sick, but I sound like I'm sick. Last Friday I went into work and I started feeling very lightheaded, very, not dizzy, but very weak and a little bit shaky, and I felt like I was going to pass out at my register. So I asked to go home after an hour and a half of an 8-hour shift, and I haven't been back to work since. That was the day that my dad celebrated his 90th birthday, so happy birthday to my dad. He had a party on Sunday, which unfortunately I had to miss. And so Saturday, going along here, Saturday I woke up, and I had this past weekend off, which was good, but Saturday I woke up, I was super weak, super shaky, so I had Silver Star drive me to urgent care, and they had me in and out in like half an hour. They didn't do any kind of test or anything. They looked at my throat, they listened to my lungs, they felt my glands and figured it was viral and told me to take a COVID test, which I did, an at-home COVID test, and it came back negative. So I don't have a fever. I'm a little congested, as you can tell. I've had aches and pains, but I don't have the loss of taste or smell, which I guess nowadays with some of the variants of COVID, that's not really a necessity in order to have COVID. So I've been basically sitting in bed all week. I haven't gone out at all except a couple times. So that was Saturday. And I've been resting and playing Happy Color. And so Sunday was my dad's birthday. I still wasn't feeling well, so obviously I didn't go, but the kids went. So I kind of went virtually because I did a video chat with them at the party. Well, they were at the party and I was here at home. Then Monday I woke up and I wasn't feeling well, so I had asked the urgent care people to give me a doctor's note for Monday just in case, and thankfully I did because I had to use it. So I gave the note to Silver Star when she came over to give me a piece of birthday cake on Sunday after the party. And so she dropped that off with the people at work, so that I didn't get a point counted against me, because the company that I work for works on points. So if you miss a day of work and you don't have a doctor's note, that counts against you. So I got the doctor's note, and Silver Star brought it in on Monday, so I was excused for that day. Woke up yesterday morning, still not feeling well, so I told them that I would go to the doctor, which I did. And the doctor did a blood test and a COVID test there. And my blood work came back clear. It came back normal. And my COVID test came back negative again. So it's just a virus that I guess just has to work its way through my system. And I had every intention of going to work today. But I woke up and now I've got this cough, which I'm trying to suppress it during the video here. So I have not been feeling well, and now the sneezing has been coming on too. Now, with the winter storm, I do need some food, so I had to go through DoorDash to get some food delivered to my house, or my apartment. And right now the guy is shopping, so I'm going to have that delivered because I'm not driving out in this stuff when I'm feeling this bad. Now, granted, the weather outside right now isn't that bad, but later this afternoon we are expecting very heavy snow. We've already had about 2 to 5 inches. Silver Star predicted maybe she brushed about 3 inches off of her car this morning when she went to work. And they're predicting another 10 to 20 inches of snow. Chloe needs to move. So there's supposed to be high winds, especially out in the outlying areas. I'm closer to the Twin Cities. I'm kind of on the border of being on the outskirts and being close to the city, but I'm still close enough to the cities that the winds probably aren't going to be as bad here as they are going to be like maybe 4 or 5 miles west of me, which is where Clary lives. Well, she lives further than 4 or 5 miles, but she lives out in the area where they're going to get a lot of snow. There's blizzard warnings out by her way for this afternoon. It's supposed to last about 12 hours. And the wind here is supposed to gust to about 20 to 30 miles an hour. Out in the outlying areas, they're saying 45 to 50 miles an hour. So that's why they're saying, blizzard warnings. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Being sick. I don't know if it's a cold. They haven't really put a title to it or label to it, but I think it's just a cold because, like I said, I don't have a fever. And it doesn't feel like the flu. So it's probably just a really bad cold or something. And, working in retail, of course you're going to pick up stuff from everybody. And with the temperature changes and stuff like that, at least the temperatures are not going to be going, like, plummeting down to sub-zeros tonight or tomorrow. So I'm supposed to have tomorrow off, but if I feel good enough, I'm supposed to call into work tomorrow to see if they need me. They are expecting it to be a ghost town, of course, because with all this weather, the weathermen our local weathermen are telling us to stay home, stay off the roads. In Minneapolis, they're asking people to move their vehicles to some local or some parking lots or parking garages nearby so that they can keep the streets cleared for the plows. They're trying to get ahead of the storm. So hopefully people move their cars in Minneapolis. I do not live in downtown. Like I said, I live in a suburb, but I'm not going to tell you where. So, the good news is my trip to California, Southern California, looks like it's a go. I haven't booked it quite yet. Probably another day. Look at my finances tomorrow. I got to make sure that I have enough money for my rent that's going to be coming up pretty soon, and all my bills. That takes precedence. But I've got my vacation planned. So in the middle of April, I'm going to be making a weekend trip out to California to do some scouting. So I'll bring my camera with me and do some videos out there. Maybe do some adventures with Chloe's out there to show you around some different areas where I'm going to be. And so be looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting out of this crappy weather. So yeah, that's what's been kind of going on. So I just wanted to give you a little quick video, let you know I'm still around. And hopefully I'll be back on my feet soon and back to work soon, because I really can't afford to lose this many days of work. I did get a doctor's note yesterday at the doctor to miss yesterday, and it's kind of vague as to when I can return to work. Doesn't give a specific date. It just says, you know, once she's feeling better, so and the symptoms start to go away. So hopefully maybe tomorrow or Friday. I've already missed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, and like I said, I'm supposed to have tomorrow off, so that means I would only be working 2 days if I don't go in tomorrow. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so that I'm off the video when my food arrives, so that I can have something to eat, because I am really hungry. I haven't eaten much today since I don't have much in my house or my apartment. But maybe I will do a little bit of a update a little bit later on, but for the you know what, I think I'll wait till my outro until after I show you what the storm looks like, and I'll do my outro a little bit later. So in the next clip you will see how bad the storm is going to be. Hopefully it'll be video worthy. Otherwise I'll just do my outro later. So this will be an edited video, obviously. So hope you guys are all feeling good, and so we'll see you on the next clip. See you in a minute. Well, guys, I'm back. As you can see, it is now several hours later from my last clip. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and they said that we were going to start getting the heavy stuff around 4. But as you can see, there doesn't really seem to be a lot of blowing. Oh, shoot, hang on. Okay, sorry. As I was saying, there doesn't seem to be a lot of blowing, really. At least not what they were predicting of 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Not sure if you can really see the snow because it's just flurries right now. It's hard to tell in the viewfinder if you can see the snow. I can see it as I look at it straight. But, I mean, if you look out this way, I mean, it's through the screen here, but if you look out this way a little bit, there's some blowing snow this way. But as you look on the roof there, you know, it doesn't even look like there's, oh, and then we got a guy down here snow blowing here. Let's see if we can zoom in on him a little bit. I mean, you can see there's really not much that he's taking off there. Maybe a couple of inches. Sorry for the bad camera work, it's through a screen. So my camera seems to be focusing on the screen rather than the person. But you can see there's really not that much snow down there that he's blowing out. So, I don't know, maybe the worst is yet to come, I don't know. I did talk to a friend of mine in southern Minnesota, and this person said that they had probably 7 inches of snow this morning, 5 to 7, and they were getting like really high winds. It was getting cold in their place, and they said that it was pretty bad, but they also live out in the middle of nowhere. So it doesn't surprise me that they did have whiteout conditions down there. I know that they were closing a lot of highways down that way. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like at this point. This is, I guess, the beginning of the storm, maybe? I don't know. But you can see there's not really a lot of snow on the trees even. And I decided to bring Dusky in my room here. So he's sleeping. So let me walk you out to the living room. Sorry, I got a little dark. I don't have any lights on in the apartment. So let me kind of show you. Oh, and I was going to show you my plants too. Remember when I did those flowers? Well, these are the ones that I had planted about almost 2 months ago. The pink ones are coming up really good. The hyacinths. I don't know which bulbs of those two are purple and the peach or the coral, but the pink ones sure came up really quick. And the ones that I planted on the 4th are starting to grow a little bit too. You can see here, they're just barely coming out of the bulbs at this point. But this is what it looks like off my balcony. So you can see there's probably a good couple of inches on the railing there, and on my bird feeder and my chairs. Have a little bit of a dusting. This again is through the screen, but because I'm still sick, I'm not opening the door. But you can kind of see this, that netting thing there is supposed to be a bird feeder for finches, and I never really refilled it since I bought it brand new, so it's been sitting empty for a while. But you can see how it's kind of blowing around a little bit, although with the building the way that it is, we probably won't get a lot of wind through here. It's more like you got to look towards the top of the trees that are over the building. But it doesn't really look like it's, well, maybe that tree over there is blowing a little harder. That's on the other side of the building, and there's nothing over there. So it's pretty open over there. So I guess it is blowing pretty hard, maybe. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like right now. Go back into the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're back in the light a little bit. So basically all I've been doing here is sitting in bed, playing Happy Color and watching some videos, keeping an eye on the weather every so often, drinking my water. Don't worry, I got my water, my bottle of ice water. I got a cup of water here, and I did order some food from a local grocery store, so I've got some rotisserie chicken here. So I have been eating a little bit. So I did buy a little bit of food, and I had it delivered because I wasn't going to go out in this weather when I'm sick. As far as the illness goes, it's usually the worst first thing in the morning, and then it kind of gets better as the day goes by, and then late in the afternoon I start feeling a little, you know, it's like it kind of comes in waves. It like gets really bad for a little bit, and then it goes back to normal. So it's kind of like a storm, I guess you could say, where the storm comes through really, really bad, and then it gets a little better, and then it comes back bad again. So that's where we're at right now. It's supposed to continue snowing overnight, and they're saying we should be expecting a total from yesterday and today into tomorrow of 10 to 18 inches here in the Twin Cities. Outlying areas will obviously, their snowdrifts will be much higher. So obviously Clary will have been a part of that because she's, I don't know how many miles away she is, but she's kind of out, she's west of me, and she's more out in the country. She's not really considered part of the Twin Cities. She's the next county over from me, so they're in the blizzard warning. So I don't know. Silver Star, we've got a group chat going with me and Silver Star and Sea Dog and Clary, and we're supposed to. Silver Star started this conversation this morning saying that we should check in every once in a while, make sure that we're all okay, you know, say what the weather's like at our places or whatever. So I just checked in a little bit ago. Don't know if anybody saw it yet. In the group chat, come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. So basically, what I said a little bit ago is checking in, looking out my window. It seems like this major storm is a bluff. I only see light flurries, barely a dusting on the sidewalk and roof, and the trees are barely moving. So Silver Star says, doesn't mean it won't get worse. Clary says, it's supposed to snow all night through 11 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. And Silver Star responded, I'm definitely not making it into work. Going out for a bit right now because her friend forgot his keys at his van. He was working today and took an Uber in, so I have to help him get his keys back. So that's how that goes. I think I'm just hearing snowplow. Oh, they got the big truck out there now. Because there is like a little... Oh, well, it's not a big truck. It's like a bobcat thing. But they've got like a little drive area behind the building. That goes into the leasing office here. So they've got a little bobcat with their little snow shovel thing or snowplow thing out front. So they're doing that. But right before I turned the camera on, there was one of my neighbors on his balcony smoking, just kind of watching the weather and everything. I don't know if he saw me poking my head out my window or my shades because I had them closed before I turned the camera on. But it really doesn't look that bad outside, really. But it could be getting worse. But see, the weird thing is, this band of snow is coming up from the south, and it doesn't look really thick or wide from north to south. It basically, let me see if I can pull this up here. So forgive my bad camera work here. Oops, sorry. Forgive the bad camera work. Let me see if I can pull up the website that I've been on. It's our local news station, KSTP. And show you what the radar looks like throughout the country, basically, because the people in Chicago are getting ice, and southern Illinois is getting like rain and thunderstorms. But it's basically a big T that goes from about the Midwest here all the way down south into Texas and Louisiana. And then the snow part goes from about Wyoming, the east side of Wyoming, all the way over to the East Coast. So let me kind of show you what it sort of looks like here when I zoom way back out. Sorry, my phone has been running slow, probably because of the storm. Come on, zoom out again. Zoom out one more time. Might have to. Okay. So, maybe zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so move that down. Make sure that there's no identifying factors for me. Okay, so basically, this is kind of what this major storm looks like right now. And today is Wednesday, February 23rd. And it basically goes from Wyoming up to the Dakotas, across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, the snow part anyway, over into Canada, over into Pennsylvania and New York, and then from Wisconsin straight south. It starts out as ice from the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Starts out as ice, and then it goes into thunderstorms all the way down to Louisiana, through Mississippi, and that's moving east to west. So like if I do the motion thing, like get it to go, if I can get it to go, come on, come on. My phone is being really stupid, sorry. I can't get it to play. Okay, well, whatever. My phone is being really dumb right now, but yeah, it's absolutely huge, this storm. But you can see, like if I zoom in, let me zoom in. Maybe I had it out too far. I made it play the... I mean, I guess now it has gotten a little bit bigger from when I looked at it before, but this is kind of what it looks like in Minnesota. So it goes from the Minnesota-Iowa border up to central Minnesota, and pretty much the entire state of Wisconsin is covered in snow, and then the southern part of Wisconsin is in ice. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with, and of course some of you are dealing with this outside there too. So I want to reiterate about this merchandise thing that I keep asking you guys about. I don't know if my notifications are not going out to you guys, if you don't have notifications turned on, and because I'm not getting very many views on my videos anymore. But maybe I'm becoming boring, I don't know, or I just don't have interesting content right now. But I really would like to know if I choose to do merchandise, which is basically, you guys are going to decide this, because I don't want to put the money into making merchandise and then not making any money off of it. And I'm not doing it to really make money, but to kind of promote my channel, I guess. Which, by the way, I am not making a penny off of YouTube right now, here in 2023. And that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to make money, but just to, as a hobby, for something fun to do. So, and I'm sorry my energy isn't higher, obviously, the illness. But let me know what you guys think of me starting out with like t-shirts and or maybe hats, like baseball caps or whatever. Go back through a couple of my more previous videos, my more recent videos, and I talk about the design I want to do. But you need to let me know if that's something you'd be interested in purchasing. Give me like a thumbs up or whatever. Also, I know some YouTubers that do like these little teasers, and I have a video that I made years ago that I didn't intend to make for YouTube, but it's quite embarrassing to me. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was several apartments ago. I was living here in Minnesota after moving back from Illinois, and it was after Rainbow had, I think it was after Rainbow had passed away. So it was after 2009. Because I know I had Lucky in the video, but I'd have to go back and look and see if I had Rainbow in the video. But it was just me and Clary at the time. And I had a major pain in my right arm from playing video games too long and not moving my arm around too much. So I had to go in to the urgent care because I could barely move my arm. So what they did is they gave me Vicodin. And yes, I know Silver Star is dying right now, going, no, Mom, don't show it, don't show it, don't show it. I'm going to leave it up to all of you, my Sunshine fam, whether you want to see that very embarrassing video that I made of me being drugged up on Vicodin. My hair was a mess. If you ever watched Bill Engvall, the guy who does Here's Your Sign, he did a bit where he oh, what surgery was it? His hernia. And they put him on Vicodin. And then he went on vacation with his family. And he was talking about Vicodin land. And where Vicodin doesn't really make you forget, it doesn't make the pain go away. It just makes you forget that you ever had any. Well, in his bit, he talks about going parasailing over the sharks. And in this video, I talk about sounding like a shark with a French accent, which is in reference to this Bill Engvall bit. I can tell you that, yes, I did videotape myself doing this, and then Clary videotaped me part of the time too. This video is so embarrassing. So give me a comment below if you really want to see that. Or give me, you know what, let's get this up to 50 likes. If this video goes up to 50 likes, then I will post that video. How about that? Instead of commenting. Well, you can comment about it too and tell me if you want to see it. But give me 50 likes on this video, and then I will post that video for you. That'll get more people to watch me, maybe. I really need to get a camera that has the screen that comes around and that can record for longer than 18 minutes. So I was talking about posting that video, what I'll call the Vicodin video. And what I can tell you is that as I was videotaping myself, I don't even know if my hair is still sticking up. I noticed that in the last clip. But just forget the way I look right now. Anyway, as I was videotaping myself, and I went back to watch it about 45 minutes later when I was starting to come down off the Vicodin, I did not remember a thing I said or a thing I did. The only thing I barely remember was my reference to the Bill Engvall bit with the sharks. Everything else I do not remember at all. So, yes, Vicodin does mess up your system. So, again, if you want to see that video, give me 50 likes on this video, and then I will upload what I will call the Vicodin video. Chloe high on Vicodin, or something like that. I had only taken one pill because I have a very, I don't know if it's considered a high or a low tolerance to medication, where if you have a headache, usually you have to take two pain pills to make your headache go away. I only need one. So imagine what one Vicodin did to me. Yeah. Very, very embarrassing video. So I will be watching this video for those likes to go up. So hopefully I'll get a lot of views on this video, and then I will get up to 50 likes, at least 50 likes. 50. Not 50. And if I can get at least 50 likes on this video, then I will post the Vicodin video. So with that, we don't have much daylight left because it's almost 5 o'clock now. But it is starting to snow a little bit harder. I'll show you. Now maybe you can see the snow a little bit better if you look in the dark of the apartments across the way there. If you look at the top of that tree, it is moving a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say that's 30 or 40 mile an hour winds, but, you know, but it is starting to snow a little bit harder. So maybe what I'll do is I will see how it looks before it gets dark tonight, and if it's significant, then I'll do another clip. Otherwise, I will finish this off tomorrow morning and show you how bad the storm got overnight, and show you about how much snow we have on the ground, how many, how big the snowdrifts are. I will look on our local weather to find out if they tell us how much snow we actually got, and let you guys know. And if you guys can check in and let me know you know, wherever you guys live. If you live in the Twin Cities, obviously I don't need to know, but if you live like in Wisconsin or Illinois or somewhere else, or even in southern Minnesota, and you are part of this storm, because I know I do have some fam members across the pond, as they say. Also, one more thing I want to bring up is, you guys know that I love the a cappella group from Slovenia called Perpetuum Jazzula. I urge you guys to check them out. It has been 10 years since they've been over here for a concert or a tour. And I know they really want to come back, because I am in contact with several of the members over there, and they really want to come back, but they need a promoter. So if you guys know of a promoter that can, you know, maybe show them Perpetuum Jazzula's videos, link them to their websites, they are on Facebook, and it's PER. Let's see. Let me see if I can look them up here. Let me show you what they look like. Let's see if I can find a... Let's see here. Hold on a minute. Sorry, give me just a minute. I'm trying to find a posting of theirs so I can show you what their page looks like. Now I can probably just go to my groups here, because I am in their group. Your groups. Sorry. Oh, maybe I don't have them on a group. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me go back and type in their name. Here we go. There goes my clock. Okay. So, this is how you spell their name. Hopefully you can see that there's not a lot of glare. But this is their Facebook page. So if you know of a promoter, or you know of somebody who knows a promoter, like, you know, networking or whatever, show them this. And let's get these guys back to the U.S. because they are awesome. Oh, wait, what happened? What the heck happened here? Page transparency? I don't know what I did. Sorry if I showed you the wrong page. That's what their page looks like. What is going on here? Why does it keep doing this? I must be hitting something. There we go. Can you see that? That's what their page looks like. That's how you spell their name. So let's get them back on this side of the pond, please. They are very similar to, oh, what is that other a cappella group that everybody tells me about? You guys are probably all yelling at your computers right now or on your phones. There's another choir that's an a cappella choir that's very popular, and I can't think of who they are right off the top of my head. Jabberwockies is coming to mind, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Gosh, what was their name? Anyway, if you know who I'm talking about, they're like them. You can comment below what their name is. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. So, at this point, I'm going to shut the camera off. We're losing daylight pretty quickly here. So, I don't think we're going to have much more snow in the next hour or so, half hour, before the sun goes down. So, the next video is probably going to be tomorrow morning after the storm is over. And we'll see how I feel in the morning. I doubt there's going to be anybody at work, because if they're expecting 10 to 18 inches from yesterday into tomorrow, I don't think that there's going to be a lot of people going into the place that I work as far as customers go. So, at least not in the morning anyway. And I'm supposed to have tomorrow off, so I might just take another day to recoup or whatever, and then just force myself to go in on Friday. I just can't, you know, I can't miss an entire week of work. That's too much. So, Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning and show you the after storm video. And again, get those likes up. See you tomorrow morning. Good morning, Sunshine Fam. So this is the day after the storm came through. It's just after 10 in the morning on Thursday, the 24th of February, 2023. And if you compare this with the earlier clips, it doesn't really look like we got all that much. If you look over in that corner, you can definitely tell the snow did get piled up in that corner there. I was going to try and get the video camera out when they were using the Bobcat to blow the snow so you guys could see, but I didn't get it out in time. So here's what it looks like down on that sidewalk. They did the Bobcat, and then they just came by with the walk-behind snowblower. Yes, there are kids that have left their bikes outside, so they're buried. But if you look at the top, dang it. All right, let me change the battery. Hold on. It never fails. Every time I start doing a recording, then the battery dies. Okay, so if you look at the roof there, you can still see at the very top of the roof that it doesn't look like we really got that much snow. It is still flurrying a little bit. And the guy just came through again with the walk-behind snowblower, but I missed him when I was changing the battery. So if you look, it's going to be with the screen, but I don't know if you can see out that way. Sorry about the bad camera work. I'm trying to reposition myself on my bed. Okay, so if you look down that way, this thing here is like one of those cap things. I don't know what they're used for. And then this over here, if I can get my finger up in the shot, there we go. That's a fire hydrant. The snow has gotten up quite high over that cap thing. And you can see on people's balconies, this guy here did brush off. He swept off his balcony a couple times yesterday. It really doesn't look like we have that much snow, to be honest with you. But when I looked at our local news station this morning, they were saying at 5:30 this morning, the airport in Minneapolis was reporting 8 inches of snow, and I think that's in total from Tuesday and Wednesday. Although I could be wrong, because I think Tuesday they said that there was 4 inches of snow from the first round, and then maybe an additional 8 inches, and from 5:30 to 10 we were expecting another 3 to 5 inches. So, but that's down in Bloomington, and different areas got different amounts. Now, if you go to the outlying areas, there, I haven't looked this morning about how much they got, but show you around here. Hi. They had it much worse because they're outside of a major metropolitan area. So I have a friend that lives south Minnesota, and I'm waiting for him to send me pictures of what his place looks like. And yesterday he must have had 5-6 inches of snow on his patio furniture, and haven't heard from him yet this morning about how much snow he's gotten. They are still expecting blizzards down that way, with the winds gusting to 30 to 40 miles an hour in the outlying areas. That's west and south of the Twin Cities, and it headed over to Wisconsin. So I haven't heard from my friend in Wisconsin either this morning. I know Chicago had ice. They didn't have a lot of snow, but they had ice. And I don't know how much ice they got, but they had ice. And so they're saying, actually I already said that, didn't I? I'm trying not to repeat myself so much. Excuse me. I have been hacking up a lung and sneezing up a lung all morning. So Silver Star ended up calling in to work today, as well as the majority of the staff of the store that we work at. Unfortunately, Sea Dog has to work today. They were going to open at 10. I haven't heard anything if they decided to close, or I think they normally open at like 8 or 9, and they were going to open at 10. They closed at 7 last night. And one of his employees called him and said that she couldn't come in. She didn't want to come in for just 2 hours since they were going to close at 7. So he was quite upset that he put in like a 10-hour day yesterday. But I told him, I said, well, that goes with being a manager. So anyway, I'm pretty sure he got plenty of rest today. A lot of places are closed today. As I say, in the outlying areas, out in the country, so to speak, a lot of highways have been closed down. They're completely snow covered. And obviously, I'm not going anywhere today. I am feeling just slightly better. So if I can feel like this now, hopefully in 24 hours, then I'll feel like this, or maybe slightly even better than I do now. And I can go into work after being gone for a week and hopefully not push it too much. Hopefully it won't be super busy tomorrow after everybody digs out from all this snow. But that's pretty much the storm. Let me kind of show you what happened to my car. I just went out and took a picture of my car. I mean, not outside, but through the window. And let's see here. Oops, what the heck? Okay, I guess I gotta go into the chat. Sorry, I'm not very well prepared for this video. I apologize. Oops, not Facebook. Chats. So I sent a picture of it to the kids. And hopefully it doesn't give away too much. But hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to aim it down so it doesn't have a glare on it. Look at all the snow on the cars. One of those cars, I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of those cars is mine. And it's buried. So it's not going to be good tomorrow morning. Now, they are saying that the temperatures are supposed to plummet tonight. Wind chills are going to be to about 30 below in the morning. So I'm really not looking forward to going out in that and taking all that stuff off my car when I'm sick. We'll see how I feel later this afternoon. Maybe I can brush off my car later this afternoon to kind of give me a head start on it. This is all supposed to be over. These warnings are supposed to be over by noon. So another couple of hours. The wind is supposed to start picking up here, but I don't see that it's really too terribly windy outside right now. So it kind of is reminiscent of the Halloween storm that we had here in '91. Although I would have to say the amount of snow that we got out of that one storm, because it snowed for 3 days straight, I don't know if I've ever talked about that. So if I'm repeating myself, I apologize from previous videos. This storm had started on Halloween, which was a Thursday in 1991. I was 8 months pregnant with Sea Dog. And the kids had just started coming out trick-or-treating around 5, 6 o'clock at night. And normally we would get like 24 kids in the neighborhood. We had like 6 before the kids stopped coming out to trick-or-treat because It was snowing really hard. And so it started around Thursday night, snowed all day, all night Thursday into Friday, all day Friday, all night Friday night into Saturday, all day Saturday, and it stopped somewhere between Saturday night and Sunday morning. So when we woke up on Sunday morning, we had somewhere in the range of 24 to 36 inches of snow out of one storm. Now that's more than what we normally get in a season. But this year, I would have to say the amount of snow we've gotten from December through now, February, is probably reminiscent of that one storm that we got. Actually, we probably have gotten more snow out of it because in January we had 14 inches out of that one storm. And if we got another 10 inches now, that's 24. And we had, I want to say, 12 inches in December. So yeah, it's pretty close to about what we got out of that one storm in 91. And this is very unusual for us. I mean, I remember that it would snow a lot when I was a kid, but I don't know. I don't know how much snow we got as a kid because I didn't really pay attention. When you're a kid, you don't really pay attention to stuff like that. So for those of you that follow me on Facebook, on both my regular name and my Chloe Murphy page, back in January, almost 2 months ago, I went to Ridgedale Mall, and I was going, I think I talked about that in my transformation video, but I didn't show it at the time because I didn't bring my camera, not thinking that I'd need it going down to Ridgedale. But that same day, I went to Ridgedale, and as I was pulling into the parking lot on the west side of the mall, I saw the most amazing snow mound I've ever seen in my life. It must have been, at that time, 30 to 40 feet tall. Easily at the base, on all four sides, it was more than a semi-truck with a trailer long. And that was all the snow that they cleared out, probably just from that side of the mall. I can imagine there was probably another one on the other side of the mall. So maybe once it starts warming up and I'm feeling better and I have another day off, maybe I can go down and do a video of that snow mound to show all of you, because I know a lot of you do not follow me on Facebook, which I wish you would, and show you what that snow mound looks like now that we've gotten this additional 10 inches or whatever it's going to be of snow, and after they've plowed the parking lot. So I can, I'm sure some of it has melted since then because we've had a couple weeks that it's been like 30s, 40s temperatures above zero. So I'm sure some of it has melted, but when I was out there and doing my Facebook Lives, I was saying this probably won't melt until June because of the amount of snow there was. So maybe I'll go out there and do that video. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be staying in today. Now, unfortunately, let me show you what Clary had to deal with. She sent me a picture of outside their house too. Let me show you the picture that she took outside their door. They can't get out of their house, literally. Okay. Let me see if this... Okay, so this is of their patio. That's all the snow on their patio. And then this is again off their patio. I'm not sure which direction this is looking, but look at all that snow that she got. And she's more out in the country. So she had a lot of snow. So yeah, that was crazy. So they're not going anywhere today. Her husband doesn't have to work today. They live with his father, and his father doesn't have to go to work today either, her father-in-law. So they're all going to be stuck in the house with a toddler and an infant. Well, he's not really an infant. Well, I suppose he would be because he's about 6 months, Simon is. 6, 7 months old. So Simon was supposed to have a doctor's appointment today, but Clary changed it to tomorrow. It's going to take a while for them to dig out. So at this point, I am going to end this video. Let me make sure that I'm still recording, which I am. Okay. So I know this is kind of a longer video, but I just wanted to show you the snowstorm of 2023 in February and catch you up on what I've been doing. Again, hit that like button. If I can get this video to 50 likes, I will be uploading that Vicodin video. I told the kids about it and they died laughing. So if you want to see that video, I have to see 50 likes on this video. And then I will upload that very embarrassing video of me being high on Vicodin from years ago. So anyway, I hope everything is going well for all of you. I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe. And at this point, I'm just going to say we'll see you on the next one. Try to have a sunny day. Bye.